What's up, everybody? Can I get a? Oh, actually, my bad. My mic's way over here. Can I get a mic check? Let me get an audio check. Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, I got a new boom mic, so I got a look. I upgraded everything. All right, I got a new webcam, which has like focusing. So if I want to show y'all flower, like, let me see. I actually haven't tested this out yet, but theoretically, it's probably not enough light. Let's add some light. Let's see. Will it focus on the nug? It has auto focusing capabilities. Focus on the nug, god damn it. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure that out. But that does have auto focusing. That does have auto focusing on it. So I'll figure that out so we could get the up close on the nugs. What's up, everybody? Would you say HHC is safe? Starting off with the questions immediately. HHC can be safe. I just don't know why at this point in time. It's kind of not really any point in getting it, but I mean, it can be safe. You just need to make sure that you check the test results. What's up, everybody? What's up? TJ said, I've been noticing a lot of people buying dedicated camera for live streams. Yeah, I got a dedicated webcam to go live and for like Discord and stuff, but I got a really nice one for Christmas. I asked for Christmas. I got an anchor conference thing. And I also have, which I could turn on and off or change. Okay. Oh my God. There you go. I also have a light bar that goes across the top of my monitor. So I'm all set up. Only thing is that YouTube took away my super chat feature. So if y'all want to donate during the chats, I don't know what it looks like. It should say it should have information. Let me try to actually look at it from another browser. What's up, Tony? What's up, Patrick from Type 3? What's up with y'all? I wanted to go live on my birthday because I wanted to kick it with y'all a little bit for my birthday, which is tomorrow, but I may or may not have time to do that. So I figured, why not do it now? Why not do it now on a Sunday? People are off work. We'll just kick it, talk, answer some questions. I wanted to test out my new gear too. Okay, yeah. So they took away my super chats, but in the live description, I put Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal if anybody wants to pretend to super chat. What's up? I got that new, according to my USPS app, Patrick, the my bad. I was reading that comment. I think I might be getting a package from Type 3 tomorrow on my birthday. I'm eating some sugar-free yogurt, y'all. So if that comes tomorrow, that'll be nice. And of course, on my Patreon, I'll post all about it. But we're getting some more conversions, some more Type 1 to Type 3 conversions that Type 3 has been working on. Yeah. Yep. The Girl Scout cookies and the London pound cake. So that should be quite amazing. All right, if that comes tomorrow. Um, oh yeah, and the June plum and truffle monkey rosin. The June plum has been great. I pretty much smoked all the June plum. The truffle monkey, I haven't gotten to smoke it yet because I'm going to make a video about that. I might make a video just about all of these new conversions in general. I might throw in the GSC and the London pound cake in with the truffle monkey video. But the truffle monkey is crazy. I already know it's gonna be crazy based on just the smell and everything. I know it's gonna taste crazy. Um, and then the June plum and the truffle monkey rosin. I know that truffle monkey rosin is gonna go nuts. I know it's gonna go nuts because the truffle monkey flower smells like um I actually have it right here. I just like to get reminded of the smell. Have y'all ever smelled an obese person before? I know that I know I be popping out with the most random things ever. But if y'all have ever smelled an obese person, I'm talking like a morbidly obese person, like 600 pounds. And I just look, I'm not even trying to be cruel or funny, but the way that those people tend to smell, the truffle monkey smells like that, but mixed with gas. Yeah. With like some cologne mintiness on it too. That's the best way I could. And oh my God, y'all, I'm not even sure. Like, I always be cracking jokes and trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. But like, when you buy like pork lard to cook with, like you about to fry up something fierce and you buy that box of that, what's that? Was it the Johnson, whatever, the farms, and you buy a box of pork lard. That's what very large people smell like is pork lard. I don't know why. But they smell like that. But the truffle, the truffle monkey, it's got that pork lard, very large Walmart shopping and a rascal smell with like minty cologne and gas. It's a sweet fermented, uh horrendous smell with some mint cologne and gas. The truffle monkey smells crazy though. I mean, this is what like modern cannabis is all about. Just a amalgamation of horrendous smells put together, and once you throw them all together, it smells like some kind of wild, ridiculous science experiment, but it smells good somehow. Um, Name surname said, "Happy birthday, my man. I'm sorry, but I have to unsubscribe because I quit all the weed related stuff." You don't have to unsubscribe. You could just turn notifications off and remain subscribed. Uh, but if not, thanks for being subscribed. Thanks for watching my content. I appreciate it. Thanks, Anthony. What's up? It's your name is like Chloe, but without an L, so I don't know how to pronounce your name. But Chloe, smells like someone sit down. That's crazy. Strain name Truffle Monkey Cross. My 600 pound. You gotta 600 pound. You gotta call it that. Doctor Now. You gotta give it. You gotta call it the Doctor Now. The Doctor Now's already. I'm trying to watch the Rams game, and also the Lakers game is about to start in 5 minutes. Uh, y'all, I could have went to the Rams game for free today. My sister-in-law, her coworker, because tomorrow's my birthday, he actually offered me some tickets to go today, but I woke up feeling like crap. I had to take some daytime cold medicine, and I've just been laying down all day up until now. Um, so it's quite unfortunate. Hold on, I might have to mute my mic for just a second. I'm trying to find my glasses. I'm over here squinting at my screen. My glasses are just over yonder. Doctor Now, you got to do the work. Man, Doctor Now is a fool, man. I really want to get down to Houston and see him and visit his office before he retires. He's already like 70 something, still doing all these surgeries. All right, I got my bong and I got my glasses. Now, you may notice in the background, I have a collection of, over here, God damn it, a collection of sugar free beverages. Like I've said before, um, I don't drink a lot of soda. Those are basically my like dinner meal drinks, but they got to be sugar free. That's a great way to cut down on carbs. All right, there we go. I'm still getting this all figured out. Uh yeah, the GSC, as always, Patrick is he's he's his biggest critic. He's his biggest own critic, and so he's saying like, "Oh yeah, it needs work and everything." But I honestly, Everything of his that he said was like not up to par. It was really good. His standards are just really high. So I'm just anxious to get it and check it out for myself. Because you see, he said the Girl Scout cookies is not on the Truffle Monkey level. But you see, Girl Scout cookies as a genetic is not, Girl Scout cookies is already almost 15-year-old strain. Truffle Monkey is like a cross of some like modern day exotics. So I'm not expecting it to be like the Truffle Monkey. I just want it to be like Girl Scout cookies, which is great because that's from my heyday in cannabis is, you know, 14, 15 years ago. Thanks, Danny K. Yeah, Blue Dream is from the same era as GSC. Uh I could go back. I have at points go back and look at some of the stuff I used to have and buy and sell back then, but just off the top of my head, there was G13, Romulan, LA Confidential. That's when the OGs first started coming out. Like people started, like now you could find anything OG. Okay, you could find ass crack OG. But back in those days, like 14, 15 years ago, they were just starting to make all these different OGs. So like SFV OG and Tahoe OG were fairly new back then. Um, what I say, LA Confidential, GSC. GSC wasn't, I mean, GSC came about what back in like 2011. Well, no, it was earlier than that. It wasn't a big thing though. Blue Dream was a big thing. Skywalker was a big newer thing back then. And you had a bunch of other ones. Alien OG was big. Bubblegum Kush was a like insanely popular one for some reason. Um, but oh yeah, Green crack became super popular. I remember back in like 2008, but it obviously remained popular up until like the early 2010s. I mean, it still is popular, but I'm just saying it's being like a hyped, gotta have type of thing. Yo, Bob said lots of love from Glasgow, Scotland. Whoa. Shout out to Scotland. I actually have Scottish ancestors. My white side of my family, um, part of that heritage is from Scotland and Ireland. So shout out to Scotland. Actually, my grandpa in his like paternal lineage traces back. He's like vaguely related to William Wallace. Um, but shout out to you, Bob. That's quite the mess. Champagne Daily said, "Oh, hold on. I don't want to skip over nobody. Damn. Oh, Rob said 21 watching and only 6 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get our homie some traction. Appreciate that, Rob. Um, Rob's over there, I'm sure, right now, just destroying somebody on what do you play? Rob be on multiple fighting games. Y'all see y'all know who 4 Extra is? Rob is like 4 Extra of Austin, Texas. Like I think Rob just he dreams about he dreams about fighting people and hitting people with left hooks. Um, quite interesting. Champagne Dalty said you used to smoke when I did used to smoke type 1. I did used to smoke type 1. I did. I used to smoke type 1. I grew a little bit of it here and there. I used to sell type 1 for many years. Um, I started having an anxiety problems when I was probably about 19, 18, 19, 20. But I still smoked. It didn't, like, of course, getting high as fuck would trigger anxiety, but getting high as fuck by itself wouldn't ruin me. It wasn't until my mid 20s that I had to just completely stop smoking type 1 because just that ingestion of THC would absolutely destroy me. And now that years have gone by and I know more about it and well versed in the effects of how cannabinoids affect me and everything, it's anxiety plays a part in it, but for some people that are THC sensitive, such as myself, it's an actual physical reaction to the THC, which then causes anxiety. Um, but high THC, the way it affects my heart rate is really the number one thing. Excuse me. The way that THC affects my heart rate, um, that starts the chain reaction of everything else. I can deal with the paranoia. I can deal with the overthinking. I can deal with the ego death. I could deal with all that, right? But what stops me and what stopped me from doing the type 1 is the tachycardia that it induces. It's just that's just unbearable. That's just unbearable. And I know other people have experienced that, like even like real weed smokers, like Burner, for example. Burner is a heavy weed smoker, but even Burner has talked about taking like 1,000 milligram edibles, and that amount of THC induced that tachycardia and made him go to the hospital. But that that type of effect that seasoned cannabis users and just most people in general, it takes humongous doses of THC to start. For me, it only take, I don't know why I'm staring at this microphone as if y'all are like, that's crazy. The camera's right here. My bad. It only takes small amount. I keep doing it. It only takes a small amount of THC to start that with me. I'm very THC sensitive. I can't even do type 2. Um, yeah, yeah, the London pound cake. I think tomorrow it should get here. That Girl Scout cookies and the London pound cake, as well as the June plum and truffle monkey rosin, which of course that is all grown by type 3 in Vegas, and the rosin is squished also by type 3 in Vegas. So it's an all in-house product, living soil, tippy top shelf. Have you noticed any rebound anxiety from smoking CBD for a long time? No. Um, I don't get any sort of anxiety associated with CBD. None whatsoever. The only time I've gotten anxiety from any hemp products is when they are have more THC than advertised, like a hot nug, or just something has a fucked up ratio that they didn't disclose or something like that. But just a true type 3, something that is very dominant in CBD and has just a microdose of THC. No anxiety from that. It can, if you smoke a lot of bud like I do late at night, let's just say it's 2 a.m. and you're up by yourself watching TV, and you smoke a lot of CBD flower and you give yourself a heavy buzz, it can make you think. It can definitely make you think. It's never going to give you that chest pressure or that tightening or any of those physical effects that like getting high gives you. It's never going to do that. But if you get buzz enough off CBD flower in the right conditions, it can get you thinking a little bit, get you overthinking, give you a tiny little bit of paranoia and stuff, but that's really rare, and it requires the right type of conditions. What do y'all want to see me smoke? I'll take a bong hit or something. If there's any requests. Type 3 said London pound cake needs a lot of work, unfortunately, but the essence is there a bit. Well, we'll see. Rusco said the Reddit cut. I don't have any of the Reddit cut. Um, the Reddit cut something that hasn't. I mean, there hasn't been a drop of that in a while. Um, Tony, you know everything I have on hand. I mean, that I have had. RPS said lifter. Look, if fuck, my bad. I got a bit of a cold. Okay, a challenge I'm willing to take for the lifter. You know what? Actually, I might have thrown it away. I may have thrown it away. Let me actually check. Let me check because I. Shit. No. Fuck. Look what I just did, y'all. Look what I just did. I completely just broke the stem off my ash catcher. I forgot my bong was next to me and just broke the stem off my ash catcher. God damn it. My bong is still good, but I don't like hitting the bong without an ash catcher. God damn it. You know what? Fuck that lifter. I think I threw it away anyway. I think I threw that bullshit away anyway, and now I'm pissed off. Fuck it. You see what lifter causes? Just the name. Look. Somebody mentioned it's like bad luck. Somebody on here mentioned lifter, and I break my fucking ash catcher off my bong. God damn it. Oh damn. Tony said he shattered his bong earlier today. You must have been thinking about lifter. God damn it. I probably threw that shit. I'm thinking maybe I still had. I was gonna say I'll do like a fucking a challenge or some shit, but fuck that shit. Ugh. And I can never find. I've never been able to find that same ash catcher anywhere, and it's like a cheap. Like it's not even anything special. It's like an eBay ash catcher, but I've never been able to fucking find it. It's a 14 millimeter. Was that 45-degree ash catcher? I'm gonna have to order one of these little. I'm gonna have to order one of these little colorful ones or something. God damn it. That sucks. That sucks. Because believe it or not, y'all, believe it or not, the ash catcher really does add a level of filtration. And not only does it literally stop ashes from falling into your bong, but it adds another level of percolation, which makes your smoke noticeably smoother. Oh man. And of all the glass that I have, I do not have. No, you know what? I have another ash catcher, but it's a 90-degree ash catcher. So that does me nothing. Unless I go use like I stop using this for now and go use a 90-degree bong or a bubbler or something, which I would have to go look for. And I don't feel like doing that. At least my bong didn't break though. My bong didn't break. I've had this bong's been going strong. This is but that's, you see though, y'all, if in case you judge me and you wonder why I just use like China glass in my videos and stuff, that's exactly why. Because in my lifestyle, just for whatever reason, a lot of glass doesn't last. Glass doesn't last. So I would never. I have small children. I have 4 kids, and 2 of them are under, like, no, 3 of them are under 10. One of them is a toddler. So I'm not having no like $500 glass pieces around just for them to get broken. The chances are. Oh yeah, yeah, Anthony. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's only a $30, but this is a 45. This is like a $40 bong, not even 45. This is a $40 bong. This was like a $12 ash catcher. So it sucked. It's inconvenient, but it's not like a major loss. And that's what, and it works the same. Like nice glass, like Rob, who's on here, Hooker Cut. He is a collector of high-end glass. And that's dope. That's dope. I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's not worth it for me. Like, it's not. I keep staring at this goddamn microphone. Imagine breaking a $300 bong versus a $30 bong. The $30 bong, you just go buy a new one. It's easily replaceable. That $300 bong that somebody fucking custom made for you, hell no. So I just gotta get a new ash catcher. I'll just hit it without the ash catcher. Bob said, it's weird, man. I reckon the type 1 flower, you don't get anxiety if you dry hit before smoking. It gives you anxiety. Why do you? I'm not sure what you're saying, Bob from Scotland. Try to reiterate that. Okay. I'm going to get up and get my tea. So I need to know, what would y'all like to smoke? Is there anything you want me to reiterate, get a second opinion on live? I have Tony, you're on my Patreon. 69. What the hell? Lost Oak 69. What the fuck is Lost Oak? LO 69. Oh, Lemon Octane 69. I'm like, the fuck is, okay, Lemon Octane 69, Terp Supreme. You said that already, so I will thank you, Michael. I will get that Lemon Octane and my tea. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I gotta restart my kettle. I got distracted. So let me restart. Fuck. Let me restart my kettle. Glass went flying everywhere. And actually, I need to add water to my bong. All right, the lemon. Lemon Octane 69 should be. And I still haven't unpacked from moving. I need to get I have all of my flour, all of my hemp shit is in moving boxes right here behind my desk. I need to get one of them like storage racks, that people use for their garage, like the side of the garage. I'm gonna get one of those. and all my hemp shit's gonna go on a rack right here, right behind me. Yo, you see the focusing? You see how it wants to focus when it. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm gonna get storage rack. What the fuck? Okay, let me get. All right, let that steep, and then let me go ahead. Fuck. All right. All right. First request. First request. The 69. So the lemon octane this year was great. Lemon octane was fire from just everywhere. It's funny because remember Type 3 actually did some pheno hunting indoor on the lemon octane. So Type 3 the summer that just passed, he dropped some indoor lemon octane phenos, the 33 and the 82. And I think the 33 was the best one. And then these phenos right here, the 69, the number 2, and then the 13, these phenos are actually phenos that were selected by Chris from Zoe Therapeutics himself, who is the breeder of these strains. So we got lemon octane. It's dope that lemon octane is kind of still being worked on by multiple people, is being pheno hunted, and it's still being narrowed down, and it's great. It's great because it's getting really good. Like this lemon octane 69 and that lemon octane number 2 from LOF, and then the 33 and the 82 from Type 3 that he dropped are so much better than just your standard regular lemon octane. This one definitely has a gas, Patrick. This one's super gassy. The only one that's more gassy than this is the number 2. The number 2 is up there, like the 82 that you had. But this 69 is really gassy. Hold on, I'm gonna read what you said. But okay, let's see. Mr. Raider Nation said, is there any Tropicana Type 3? There's no Tropicana Type 3 as of yet that you can buy. I think actually Type 3 in Vegas is working on across possibly. Rainbow Sherbet, though, is relatively close. It's kind of like Tropicana cookies minus the minus some of the gas. So the closest thing, if you're looking for a Tropicana, what the fuck? The closest thing, if you're looking for a Tropicana type experience, the Rainbow Sherbet. So here goes the LO69. It hits different without the ash catcher. With the ash catcher, it really it cools the smoke down. Liberty Tech said happy birthday. Thank you, Liberty Tech, longtime supporter, Liberty Tech. Major shout out to you. Bob said there's a guy called Nevsky Exotic selling THCA legally now. Okay. Raider Nation said happy birthday. By the way, love your content. I ordered the Fog Pods and Primary Jane dope. I do have a Fog Pod video coming up soon, by the way. Type 3 said the 85. I did the 69. Oh, 85 was number one pick, and then the 41. My favorite from you. Oh no, that was a Royal OG. I'm thinking about the Royal OG number 33. The lemon octane was, yes. I'm confusing the Royal OG and the lemon octane. My bad. Um, Terp Supreme said, I like the 69 for the complexity and being on the heavier side of the effects for being the lemon octane. It has a nice, it's nice. The number 2 and the number 69 are really, really nice lemon octanes. Like I usually check it out. In all honesty, lemon octane is one of them flavors that, like, especially like right now for the outdoor, I'll get, I'll have like a whole ounce of lemon octane, and I don't smoke it all. I give most of it away. I usually smoke a few joints of lemon octane or whatever when I first get it, and then the rest I usually, like, I give it to my brother. Free my brother. He's currently incarcerated under false pretenses. Um, getting jail calls from my brother is not a fun fucking thing. Um, but this lemon octane, the number 2 and the 69, I am definitely smoking them all, if that tells you anything. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Uh my bad. Tropicana Runs by Dark Seeker 4. That's an interesting cross that I wouldn't have imagined. That's going to be complex. I feel like that Dark Seeker is so powerful, is going to water down that Tropicana Runs. I feel like you're going to end up with a totally completely new profile. It's not going to be like either one of those. It's not going to be, I don't see that being close to the Tropicana Runs or the Dark Seeker. You're going to have qualities of both that's going to create. You're probably going to have another, like, just, I don't know, but it's going to be something totally unique. Secret Nature is a ripoff. Secret Nature is a ripoff. I don't ever recommend ever shopping with Secret Nature. Alex said, and this is the second time Alex said that. I think she's delusional. She said that's a nice angle. Alex is turning straight or bi curious, I think. Anyways, she said that's a nice angle. It seems like you lost a decent amount of weight. I think I lost like 5 pounds. That's not it's not noticeable to me at all. Honestly, I'm wearing all black. I've been sick. I think I just look like unhealthy, if anything. I've only lost. I appreciate it, Alex. I appreciate your constant love and support, Alex. But I don't think that I haven't really lost a noticeable amount of weight, 4 or 5 pounds, and that's just from stress. Because I damn sure, like, I haven't changed anything. That's just stress weight that I lost. J-Man said, this is Michael from Florida. Bro, hey, go catch a peacock bass for me, man, and grill that shit and send me a picture. What would go well together? Yeah, Terp Supreme, pretty much just water weight. Just been doing stuff, just been stressed out and busy. So I'm not a big eater, like I've told people before. I'm on the chubbier side because of a lack of activity, not because I eat a lot. Don't consume I probably consume 2,000 calories a day. I'm not an overeater. I don't sit and drink soda all day. I don't drink beer all day. I smoke a lot of hemp, and that probably has contributed to the weight because and here's an opportunity. One thing a lot of people ask me all the time is if you get the munchies off of CBD flower, and the answer is unequivocally yes. At least me. For me, munchies go crazy. Like I just took that one hit of lemon Octane 69, and trust me, my stomach's already cooking up a plan. Like, um, oh, my tea. Like the tea will counteract that. The caffeine in the um, tea can definitely help get your appetite down. I'm also a daily tea drinker. I drink not a lot. I drink a glass or two of tea a day, but I don't do so much coffee. You know the reason why? For coffee to be palatable to me, I have to put so much sugar into it. Not physical sugar, but just like creamer, which is full. No, creamer is made of like high fructose corn syrup now. It's not even made with sugar anymore. So, and with tea, I just need a teaspoon of sugar. Uh, I got some English breakfast tea, the steeping over there, which I need to go get, and I put like a tablespoon of lemon juice and a teaspoon of sugar, and that's it. So I'm rambling. Let me go get my tea. What do y'all want me to smoke next? All right, what do you want me to smoke next? And anybody that's on here, any questions that you have, feel free to ask. Like I said, I just wanted to hang out for a little bit. This stream's not to announce anything. I just wanted to hang out a little bit. I wanted to go on Discord or live stream, kick it with y'all on my birthday a little bit. But like I said, I may not have time to do that, so I'm doing it today. Oh, and away. The problem with the and away, so I smoked the jelly cookies and the lemon jelly already. The rest of them, besides the lemon cookie dough, are unstable phenols that have not been tested. So that's why you haven't seen me talk about the flavor or whatever on the other Andaway stuff, like his new GDP crosses and the lemon fritters, which are fire looking and smelling, but I haven't smoked them because he said some of them run hot and he hasn't gotten them tested yet. And I'm not gonna be the guinea pig for that. So once those test results come back, or other people can tell me definitively what the effects are like, I'm not gonna fuck with it. It's not gonna happen. The Truffle Monkey 2. Anthony, the reason I haven't smoked any of the Truffle Monkey 2 is because I'm gonna do a video on it. So I'm gonna do a video on the Truffle Monkey and the GSC and the London Pound Cake to introduce the world to these new type 3 to type 1 conversion. So I don't wanna like I want to give it its video debut, and I don't want to break up these nugs. Mm, it smells so good. This is the Truffle Monkey too. The smell on this is crazy. It's the number 2 is much more fruitier and berry eatier than the number 10. The number 10 has more of that obesity. The number 10 has more of the obesity smell and less of the fruit, but they're both really fruity. I think these are crossed with blue. There's blueberry in the lineage, which is where that deep berry comes from. It smells really, really bomb. It's like a raspberry, blue raspberry almost. Uh, Michael said, I was wondering if you knew they took cannabis down from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. I did know they rescheduled cannabis, but unfortunately, that by itself doesn't really do much for the average person. It's good for like a research and scientific point of view and a medical point of view in some way. But J Man said happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, I'm gonna be old as fuck. I hate that time just goes on and you could never go back. Like that's the worst thing ever. I mean, we're sitting here talking about green crack and GSC, and we're talking about 15 years ago. Bro, there are kids running around right now, 15 years and just the prime of life, just on their way to the movies right now, smoking weed for the first time, getting their fingers wet for the first time, just being teenagers, being rebellious, worried about how they're dressed and everything. And just to think that like that amount of time has passed by, and that's not even half. That's not even half my life. That's crazy. Yeah, Anthony. So trust me, with the Truffle Monkey, there is going to be some Truffle Monkey content. Let me turn this up a little bit. I feel like maybe my mic is a little too low. Is that better? Anyways, I feel no, what was I saying? No, there is going to be Truffle Monkey content coming. I'm going to sit down and do a whole video with the up close nug shots and everything. Actually, let me see if I could get my thing like just so y'all could see the Truffle Monkey, just because it looks crazy. The June Plum looked crazy too. I love these. I love all different types of morphologies of cannabis nugs, but one of them is the foxtail look. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, the lighting's not so good, so you can't really see, but at least it focus. Oh, where we go? Okay. One kind style of, let me turn this off. One style of nug that I have not seen in CBD flower yet is um let me show you a picture. Let me see. Maybe I could screen share and show you a picture. Um, the closest I've seen to what I'm talking to has been from Beliefer. And I'm not talking about the smell or the taste or anything. I'm talking about the way that it physically looks. Um, like, but I haven't seen any. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, Hold on, let me check my chat because I left the chat. Thank you. They said VXIDED said, "What's good, Shabazz? Happy early birthday." Thank you. James said, "Happy birthday, Baz." Thank you for that, y'all. Appreciate it. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to come and kick it and talk to y'all for a little bit. That's just something I wanted to do. The whole hemp community, especially those of y'all like on Discord and stuff. Um, some folks are, closer than others with me, but you know, I do the majority of my social, and I'm not chronically online before somebody takes this and judges me. I'm not chronically online. That's why you haven't seen me much on Discord lately. But um I do the majority of my socializing with y'all here in the hemp community. So um yeah, yeah, definitely wanted to say what's up to y'all. I'm still trying to find. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking, but I need to also go get my tea. Let's see. like I said, this is what I'm looking for, but the picture is horrible. The quality is like this is the kind of bud I have not yet seen in CBD though. Let me share my screen with y'all. Oh my God. And ironically, this is some black market THCA flower. I didn't even realize that. But you see, what I'm looking for, or what I haven't seen yet, is this kind of, it almost looks like a PGR where the nugs are just incredibly dense with trichomes. And the difference with stuff like this in PGR is in PGR, the nugs themselves are like dense and rock hard. But I want some of the stuff like this that's like trimmed down. Like it's over trimmed, actually. It's over trimmed, but it creates such a crazy aesthetic. Oh, my screen's black. Oh, that's stupid. Let me okay. Let me let me find a I'll find a pic. I'll show you to you on my phone. I don't know that whole time. I don't know. Yeah, it was like it was a picture I found on Google, and I went back to the website and I didn't even realize it was a THCA. You know what? That's probably for the better that I didn't advertise somebody inadvertently. Uh shit. Oh, that's strong. That's a that's a strong English breakfast tea. Oh, here's something I could show y'all right here. So this is this is some type 1 from Pilot Farm. And Pilot Farm is another video that how do I there's a way to like well, whatever. Pilot Farm is another video that I have coming up. Um, if you watch my Oregon Hemp Heaven series, which you should have, the last farm I went to this year was the Pilot Farm. They're up on the mountains. They're growing cannabis at like 5,000 feet above sea level. It's really dope. I'm gonna have my video on their CBD flower, but I actually also have some of their Type 1 mountain grown outdoor, and I'm not gonna include that in the video. It's pointless. Not only can I not smoke it, but this is only available for people in Oregon. So if you live in Oregon or you go to Oregon, you can buy this, but it's not THCA. You can't buy it online. This is their this right here is their Mountain Girl crossed with Otis Dank. And let's see if I could get it to focus. It seems to focus whenever it wants to. No. Oh, there you go. A little bit. So this is their outdoor, and like buds just are not looking that good on the webcam. Um, but this is their Mountain Girl crossed with Otis Dank, and the Mountain Girl obviously is their proprietary strain, which is it's a GDP cross, I believe. And then this is God's Breath crossed with Rainbow Belts. Um, this one's really sour and gassy. Really sour and gassy. And actually, I don't even have a whole nug of this anymore because some people have smoked it. They started smoking this already. Uh, there is, let me just get some optimal light, but this one's a little bit more frosty, and you can't really see this. This nug is like lime green, but in the webcam and the lighting, um, it looks like it's like yellow hay, but it's actually really lime green and really frosty. Uh, what is everybody up to though? Did everybody have a good New Year's? Um, what are some of y'all your New Year's resolutions? That's one thing I want to know. What are you trying to change this year, do different? What are you trying to accomplish? I'll take a hit of some of this. I haven't smoked any of this in a while. This is the yo, thanks vibe. This is the I love it when it actually focuses. This is some blueberry diesel from Diesel Hemp. We were actually talking about Blue Dream earlier, and this is actually a nice strain, really similar to a Blue Dream, CBD dominant, of course. So I'll take a little hit of this. But yeah, what are y'all New Year's resolutions? I don't think I didn't make a specific New Year's resolution. I just want to keep continuing working on the things I've been working on. You know, I want to be more active. I want to be on a consistent sleep schedule if possible. Um, one thing I really want to do is um, really start getting go more full time with the photography. Um, I've been doing events like weddings and quinceañeras just very sparingly, pretty much just on requests from friends and family. I used to do it. Basically, I was open for booking full time, and I want to get back to that. I want to start doing. I want to elevate that whole game. Really, especially with the wedding. 'Cause it's fun, and the money is good. Michael said, "Where'd you score the blueberry strain? This blueberry diesel is from Diesel Hemp. I did a whole video on it, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. It's not that old. It's from it was harvested. It was harvested this summer, and it was put on sale in like September, maybe or October. Actually, it's not that old. It's from Diesel Hemp. I have a whole link and a coupon code to it. Everything in my landing page." Do any of y'all play Black Ops 6? I've been I was doing occasionally some zombies and some infection and stuff with my brother. Um, like I said, he actually bought me that game for Christmas, the Black Ops 6. But he's in jail right now. I know they got the new Squid Games mode. I'm a big fan of Squid Games. I don't know about y'all. And also, too, I was gonna have guests on here, by the way, but they changed it. They changed the whole streaming thing, like, and I have no idea how to invite guests anymore. There's no way in the audience or in the yeah. And I love when we have guests on the lives. It makes it way better, way more interactive. Also, another thing too, I said this the last time we were live. My Instagram account got banned permanently by Instagram. So I had to move to my backup account, and that's my new main account. So make sure you go follow that. I'm gonna type it in the chat. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's the same one as my old Instagram. It just has an underscore at the end of it. So it's 110 canatographer underscore. And also, y'all, the Discord. I'm gonna put a link for the Discord in the chat. I hope it shows up. Okay, it does show up. So you could go ahead and copy paste that or click on that. Go join the Discord. It's dope. Okay. And if you were in the Discord before and you were not satisfied with the experience, there are new mods on the Discord. We trying to build up a full-time mod team, so there's somebody modding at all times of the day. Um, more strict rules, but only strict in the way to foster a good community. There's not any more censorship or anything like that. It's mostly just a crackdown on the off-topic conversations and the back and forth arguing and personal insults is pretty much that. We're trying to streamline everything and make sure when people come in to the Discord, people are chatting about, the appropriate things in the appropriate channels. And there's different channels for different stuff, but obviously the main point of the Discord is to talk about cannabis, CBD, hemp flower, all that. What's up, more cash? What's good with you? It's a slow day. Not too many people in the live, but it's a Sunday, so people are watching football. You know, probably doing stuff with their families, not being a shut in like myself. Although I do have a good excuse. I'm not feeling good today. At this precise moment, I feel fine. I'm drinking some tea. I took some Dayquil, but when I woke up, I was not feeling it. Mm-mm. Do we have fog? No. It was a bright and sunny day today. I'm turning 33 tomorrow. Unfortunately. Actually, I don't want to say unfortunately because I'm fortunate to have, I have made it this far. It's just unfortunate that the age, the number has to keep going up with that so fast. I still feel like I'm, in my mid 20s. Man, I appreciate that, Rob. I appreciate that, man. I hope the servers go back up on Undisputed. Rob, you got to hop on some, man, just some. I don't know what type of games you like besides fighting games, because I know you were big on the Tekken. Um, I don't know if you like the shooters and stuff. There's a lot of games, man. There's a lot of games. I don't have a lot of time to play games these days, but there's a lot of good games out here. Yeah, more. Yeah, he said I've been subbed to you for years. Man, shout out to you, man. I know I have some folks on here that have been subscribed to me. My channel's been going now for 5 years. For 5 years now. And I have some of y'all who have been subscribed for almost that whole time. Excuse me. FPS shooters, I always get killed. Yeah, FPS shooters, I mean, it's not for everybody. There's so many different games though. Like there's like first person beat 'em up like medieval games like Chivalry and stuff that you might like. Um there's definitely other stuff other than just FPSs like um multiplayer. Mordhau, Chivalry, those are some dope ones. There's stuff like PUBG, which is a shooter, but it's got some different elements to it. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, more cash said, I remember I found you on your Fields of Hemp video. Yeah. That Fields of Hemp video was in 2019. 2019, I dropped the Fields of Hemp video. So it's definitely been a minute since then. It's definitely been a minute since then. Since then I have dropped about 400 videos, believe it or not. I don't know the math on that, but that's like what, 80? I swallowed a piece of tea. 80 videos a year or something. Yeah. Yeah. That's eight. Wait, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, that's 80 videos a year. So what's 80 divided by 12? I don't even know. But yeah, so y'all who are, constantly here supporting the channel, those of you who are on the Patreon, those of you who have bought merch, anything like that, man, major appreciations to you because you've been a major help and a major support to the channel. Trust me, it would not have uh if it I would not be making videos no more if it was not for you. Okay. Absolutely would not. I am very passionate about it and everything, and I love it. I don't want to say I wouldn't be making videos at all. I might drop a video here and there, but I would not be a there would not be a consistent thing. You know, Shabazz checking out the newest and latest hemp flower would just not be a thing anymore if it literally were not for my subscribers and especially my Patreon supporters and people that bought the merch, the merch. Um, I wouldn't be able to justify the time if it wasn't for that. So major shout out to y'all. Um, Alex said, "Did you ever get hats and beanies made?" Yes, on my merch site, I have both hats, like the hat I'm wearing, as well as a beanie, which has the same logo on it. It has a pom pom. Dro and Anthony copped one of the beanies. Tracy said, "Happy birthday," or "Hempy birthday, Hempy birthday." Thank you, Tracy. I will have a Hempy birthday. Jeziel said Halo 5. I haven't played Halo 5. The last Halo I played was what was the last Halo I played? The last Halo I played was Halo 4. Halo 4 was the last Halo I played. And you know what's crazy, y'all? Here's a bit of trivia. I didn't play I played Halo as a teenager, like everybody else my age that lived in America. I played Halo 2, Halo 1, and Halo 2 split screen Xbox in my friends' basements and shit as a teenager, right? Like I'm talking about Midwest life, going over for like friends like 14th birthday party and being in the basement awake till like 6:30 a.m. playing split screen Halo 2. Um so I did that. But I did not play the campaigns at all until a few months ago. Like this summer, I think is when I got the I I just got the urge, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play through these games. And the only one I didn't like was ODST. Or no. Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. Yes. Wait, was it ODST or was it? No, yeah, ODST. ODST was the only one I didn't like. Reach was really good. Um, 2 was my favorite. Um, but yeah, I didn't play the Halo games until I was like a 32-year-old man. That's crazy. Vibe said, "Where does the name Shabazz come from?" I've talked about this so many times, but I don't mind talking about it again. Basically, Shabazz was a nickname that my stepmom, she's not my stepmom anymore, my dad's ex-wife. She was my stepmom at the time. It was a nickname that she gave me when I was 16 years old. When I was 19 years old is when I was really big into YouTube, and YouTube back then had a whole other culture of like you had to join networks, and it was when people first started like becoming rich off of YouTube, and like being a YouTuber was a legitimate thing. I was 19 years old. I was really into that. All the OG YouTubers you could think of. I watched a lot of them and everything. Anyways, so I was like, oh, I want to try to make a channel. And when I was making my channel, I had no idea what to name the channel. And so I was just like, I didn't want to put my government name, and I didn't want to just come up with anything random because I didn't know what my channel was going to be about. Um and so I just put in Shabazz, which was a nickname that my ex stepmom, my dad's ex-wife, that's a nickname that she gave me. It was always funny to me. I put that in. That was my YouTube channel name. Fast forward like years and years and years to 2019, and I posted my very first hemp review video, which was the Fields of Hemp video. And I thought about changing my channel name, but I was like, I don't know if I'm a key. I still don't know if I'm gonna make videos at all, and if I do, I still don't know what the topic is gonna be. So I'm gonna just leave that there. Anyways, long story short, I left it there. I never changed it, and so now that just like silly little nickname that my ex stepmom gave me is now become this whole identity for me. Um, so one day when I hang out with my little brothers, who are my dad's kids with hers, I'll tell them to tell their mom that that, that her like dumb little nickname she gave me in the living room talking shit one time is now like my whole alter online identity and everything. Um yeah, that's dope. Yeah, the Halo. I don't know what I took two hits that the diesel it's coach said, oh no, it's Alex B. That's crazy. um yeah, that blueberry diesel, it's just like it's as close as you're gonna get to a type 3 blue dream in effects and smell and just everything. It's got real yeah, definitely more sativa effects. Um just you're gonna feel it just on the head. I'm not really getting, no type of body buzz or anything off that. Just on the head, kind of a sour, gassy blue candy smell. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I just randomly when I could have changed my YouTube name when I started doing when I had done multiple hemp review videos or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I could see myself doing these, semi regularly or whatever. I had no idea anything. I was just kind of doing it as a distraction at the time. There was a point in time, I'm pretty sure I considered changing my YouTube name to something cannabis related or something. I don't remember if I decided against doing that or I just forgot or I couldn't think of anything clever enough, which is the most likely situation. I couldn't think of anything clever enough because I didn't want to just be like, oh, the hemp guy 420 or like just some bullshit. Like I didn't want to I didn't want to be that. I think now that I have an identity, I actually could switch to something like that or use it as a moniker like on Discord, very, very playing around in jest. Okay, y'all. I do not want anybody to think I am really, truly this much in my own head. But my name on Discord is Hemp Jesus. Like, and I just recently changed it to that to be funny because before I had it hemp or I had it Shabazz the CBD guy, which was to make fun of John T guy. And then my name before that was other things, and I had a Mike Tyson reference. So my Discord names, I just be, I'd be messing around with. But, anyways, yeah, I had thought about changing it to something cannabis related, and I just never did. And Shabazz just stuck. I have not tried Ellie Who's flower yet. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, yeah. When the whole P Diddy thing first came about, my name on Discord was Shabazz. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I could show y'all something funny. Uh, Let me see if I could find it. Oh, here we go. Look at it. Look at this picture. When the whole P Diddy, the diddler, when that whole fiasco came about. And that whole thing's crazy too, because everybody was involved in that. Hey, did y'all know that Will Smith is gay? This is something for like the last few months. I've been on a campaign to let people know that because Will Smith is probably the most famous person aside from like Donald Trump and stuff, but there's a lot of scandalous scandals and conspiracies and shit that are going on with celebrities and singers and actors and shit. But like nobody is super surprised with R. Kelly, and the whole Bill Cosby thing is blown over. And then there's like producers and shit. Nobody cares about them. But Will Smith is a household name, and Will Smith transcends cultures. He's one of the most famous actors and the most famous people of all time. Um, and so yeah, Will Smith is he is a closeted homosexual. Um, he has been in a long time relationship with, y'all watch the show Martin. Well, Gina, the actress, her husband in real life is Will Smith's lover, and they've been in a long-term relationship since the 90s, I believe. Yep. Vibe. Yeah. People have he said his security walked in on him taking back shots. Yep. That whole story of dude walking in on again Gina's husband, and the way he described it, that Will Smith, that he was getting his cheeks clapped like they were in the movie van, and Will was getting beat down, spinal. Uh, but yeah, Will Smith's a closeted homosexual, and that's actually the cause of that whole crazy situation with him and Jada Pinkett. And the other dude, what was his name? He had that really good song Downtown. Um, the dude from New Orleans, the one that Jada Pinkett had an affair with. What's dude's name? Anyways, but that wasn't even the first dude. That wasn't even the first. That wasn't even the first dude that Jada had cheated on Will with. Um, One of her other lovers and affair partners was dude, he has a Spanish name. Uh, yeah, what's his name? He's like a dancer or a singer or some shit. No, not August Alsina's that. No, come on, man. That's all Google pops up with. No, she also had a long term thing with, I forgot what his name is. Uh Anyway, the dude has a Spanish name. He's like a singer or a dancer or some shit. I forgot. But she was messing around with him for a while, and Will Smith actually caught them, and he went crazy and assaulted her in their house, and severely injured her. And she actually didn't go out in public for months, and had a kind of like, I guess, like a live-in doctor that was taking care of her, and they covered the whole thing up. But I guess after that is when she went full send with her ratchetness, and started with the August Alsina situation, and all that whole fiasco came about. But all that started because Will Smith, he be getting his back blown out by Gina. What's her name? What's the actress's name? Uh that Tisha Campbell? No, Tisha. No, yeah, Tisha Campbell, right? Yeah, Tisha Campbell. Tisha Campbell's husband. What's her husband's name? Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin. So Dwayne Martin, y'all could look it up. Dwayne Martin is Will Smith's longtime gay lover. Um, That is so totally random and off topic. The chat, I'm just rambling because the chat's not really popping off. Usually, y'all are asking me 10 million questions about hemp strains and this farm and that farm, and what do I think about this and that. And I just have an audience today while I talk about Will Smith being gay. I'm kind of hungry though. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Y'all ain't really talking. I think we're gonna go ahead and close this out. It was nice chatting with y'all, chopping it up. Terp Supreme said, "I'm glad I missed that portion." That point. Oh, the Neverwinter thing. Oh, I forgot what happened with the Neverwinter. He has said, let me see. Let me see what he has said. Oh, I'm gonna ask him again because Neverwinter, he had told me in my IG DMs in our conversation about the stuff he was working on, but my IG got deleted, and so I have no messages between me and him on my new account or my backup, which is not my main. That's just a post I tagged him in. So I'll ask Neverwinter about that again. But I do know that he's been hard at work with the fog pods and doing new flavors with that. So we will see and get back to that. Which, by the way, High Alpine, you know, High Alpine is High Alpine. But I must say that between all the insanity, he has been cranking out some very interesting genetics. Um, Again, between the insanity, there's actually something positive to say. Not about not about necessarily the company or the people who run it, but the genetics High Alpine has been putting out are quite interesting. Um, no, I haven't gotten any new outdoor. I haven't gotten any new outdoor. Um, this year I've been really broke. I've been really broke. So obviously, every year there's a couple people who will send me samples of their stuff, but I also buy. That's how I kind of diversify and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna try this farm for the first time this year. We're gonna try this farm. I always try to get in a farm, a couple farms or whatever that's like I don't usually do or more obscure. They got some new strains or whatever. I haven't had any money this year to be able to do that. So I haven't ordered it, and no, Elihu hasn't sent me anything. So I have not tried the Elihu. God damn it! I broke the arm on my glasses, and so now it's like cockeyed. The LOF is really good, Alex. I think you might have to stop being celibate on the outdoor and just go. You got to get down and dirty, Alex. Get dirty. Spread them lungs open and let it in. Just let that outdoor, just let it penetrate you. Um, um, because that LOF this year, some of the strains are of really good quality, and like I said, a lot of outdoor. Usually, I have such a surplus of outdoor, I couldn't smoke it all anyways. But a lot of outdoor, there's a couple strains where I'll smoke, and most of it, or not most of it, but a lot of it will be like, okay, I'll give it out to people who need it and stuff. But in this year's outdoor, there is. I'll just say this: there's more of it that I'm going to smoke the entire bag in a relatively short time than usual. Um, so hopefully LOF does send you those samples, and when he does, obviously you got to let us know what you think. You got to let us know what you think, and you got to put the bias to the side, because you wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night. I know, having nightmares about mold spores and shit. you gotta you gotta relax with that and give it a fair shake. You gotta give it a fair shake, because I know that's your worst fear is just mold, fungus, just everything. Just everything. I don't even know how you step out the door. I think Alex got a hazmat suit. She got a whole hazmat suit. She's gonna go to Target. She got to suit up. Like, that episode of South Park where everybody got Priuses and they're smelling their own farts, and Cartman had to wear a hazmat suit to go rescue Stan and them. That's how Alex walks out the door, so she don't get attacked by mold spores and dust and dander. And then that pilot farm. Pilot farm is, I mean, this is the first year. That's a new farm this year. This is the first year we're checking out Pilot Farm, and they're really interesting. They're really interesting. They got a lot. Just I gifted, like I showed you on Discord, for my Secret Santa. I had my sister-in-law's girlfriend. She is she's part-time. she's a part-time alphabet gang. I guess you could call her bisexual or pan, I don't know, cast iron or ceramic or hex clad, but pansexual. Anyway, she got a girlfriend. Her girlfriend's cool. But I gave her a couple of them Pilot Farms mushroom microdose capsules along with some other things. But Pilot Farm, and what's crazy about Pilot Farm is they're not the only place, but they're like the only reputable place that's sending mushrooms in the mail. Like, you could buy that shit online and get it in the mail. And there are a few places that are doing that, but Pilot Farm is the only place that's like, these are some hippies up on a mountain, and they have mountain lion and squirrel shit, and they're actually, they're harvesting the fungus themselves. Okay, so that's really interesting, the microdose capsules and everything. And then they just the way they grow their flower, their whole approach to it, it's as organic as you can get. They don't even use nutrients. They trust the earth on the side of the mountain that well. They literally just put water. They put the plants in the dirt that's there on the side of the mountain and water it. So that review is going to be pretty exciting on the Pilot Farm. But just, their type 1 is from, the people I've given it to, very potent. Their type 1's very potent. And their CBD flower, the one strain I believe that I have sampled so far, because I brought it back with me from Oregon, was pretty potent for a CBD dominant strain too. So it's something about growing up on the mountain. You got the Bigfoot shit and piss flying around. You got mountain lions, flying squirrels, UFOs, just all types of crazy shit is happening up there. And I think that just creates a vortex of like mystical shit for the plants to thrive on the side of the mountain right there. It's just kind of a real good environment for cannabis. Alex, the ultimate fungi. Anyway, so y'all, I'm gonna get out of here though. I'll see y'all on the Discord or whatever. I haven't been super active, but we are getting a whole mod team and everything. And once the Discord gets all in order and everything, I will arrange a giveaway. Okay. We'll see what companies want to sponsor the whole deal, and try to get a good giveaway going for the start of the new year, or something like that. So if you left the Discord or whatever because of issues in the past, I just want to let everybody know it's being acknowledged and addressed. Okay. We're trying to grow that up. The old Discord had like 3,000 members, and Discord shut that down. And so we're working our way back up to 1,000 right now. But yeah, shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. Type 3, shout out to you for making these really dope Type 3 to Type 1 conversions. And hopefully I get that GSC and that London pound cake in the mail tomorrow for my birthday. That would be dope. That would be super fire. I'll probably record that video tomorrow just so I could smoke it. Just so I could, because that GSC Girl Scout cookies is one of those strains that is a must have. It's like one of those top 10 strains that you just gotta have. A OG Kush, a Bubba Kush, Girl Scout cookies, sour diesel, um, and then from GDP is another one of those absolute must have strains on there. I would say maybe like gelato is another one on there. Just I consider these fundamental strains. They are the basis and the backbone of a whole family of genetics and crosses and like waves in the cannabis world. And so to finally be able to smoke some, even if it's not, because Patrick is saying it still needs some work and he is overly critical. But again, when you're crossing, this is like trying to turn a wolf into a domesticated dog, right? It's like you're taking a pack of wolves and you're doing the work to domesticate them into Labrador retrievers. It's kind of like what Type 3 is doing with cannabis genetics. So obviously in the first round of experimentations and everything is not going to be quite right, right? The wolf's going to eat grandma. The wolf Labrador retriever fucking uh uh creates the abomination that has been created is not going to be stable. But the fact that we're just on the road there, and the fact that there's actually a Type 3 pheno that is ready and it's ready to be smoked already, it seems too good to be true. And part of the reason I told this to Patrick from Type 3, part of the reason why I'm not hyping it up, I'm not acting all crazy, I'm not asking when's it going to be here, whatever, is because it's just one of those things. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. When I'm there looking at the nugs, taking pictures of the nugs, packing a cone with the flower is when I will get excited for it. So I'm anticipating that. Hopefully that comes tomorrow. That'll be dope because I can't wait. I can't wait to crack that open and see. Even if it's not like Type 3 said, even if it's not, even if it still needs work and it's not an exact like one-to-one clone of GSC. But just the ability to get some hints of Girl Scout cookie mixed in there, grown organic indoor, is going to be dope. It's going to be dope. So, and then the London pound cake too. Ow. I'm excited for the London pound cake too. That's just not so much of a fundamental strain as GSE. London pound cake is like that family of cookies genetics and shit has come ridden off the waves that GSE originally created. So Girl Scout cookies, sour diesel, like I said, a gelato, OG Kush. Some may even say a Gorilla Glue is up there, even though Gorilla Glue, we're halfway there with Gorilla Glue though, because y'all know the Gorilla CBD that 5-Leaf grows. That's the seeds for that are widely available. That is a Type 2. That's a stable Type 2 Gorilla Glue, and that is fucking sticky and dank as hell. So that would actually take minimal work to cross that into a stable Type 3. So I hope type 3 can type 3 why if you're still watching this. I've actually mentioned this multiple times in the past, but get that type 2 Gorilla Glue. Half the work is already done. Cross that into, I'm trying to think the way that it smells. Cross that with, you know, just something dank, just like R2Z2, I think would probably be appropriate. Cross the R2Z2 with that Gorilla Glue Type 2 and find the Type 3s out of those, and that's going to be a powerhouse. That's going to be a powerhouse. That will be amazing. I would love to name that strain too. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Again, shout out to my patrons. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thanks for being a part of the community. All right. I will catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you go join me on Instagram, join the Discord. I'll see you on those platforms.